Result. It's a tribute to all the ones who ran before me, known as spit truth so y'all can understand his glory. It's a tribute to all the ones who ran before me, known as spit truth so y'all can understand his glory. It's a tribute to all the ones who ran before me, known as spit truth so y'all can understand his glory. It's a tribute to all the ones who ran before me, known as spit truth.
Hey, what's going on, fam? Welcome back to Unsolicited, episode 27. I'm your host, the Evangelical Norm. Yeah, I had to look over there to see what episode I'm on. So I've been sitting on this album for about 3 weeks, and I was like, and it's been a little while since I kind of got into and did Vacation came, and so I didn't listen as much as I had been. So I wanted to jump in and get this done because there's a lot of albums coming up over the next little bit. Strax got a new album. Lucha Cooney's got a new album coming up. I think there's somebody else that's got a new album coming out. Ishan just put out Joppa, so that's coming up. I want to get that reviewed. So I had to jump on this and get this done. And again, it probably a week and a half late. I should have done it a little while ago, but vacation and hanging out with my wife and my daughter, and Nuwine and Mr. Solo's new album, Problem Solved, was not on the playlist that much while we were in the car. My daughter's 3, a lot of Disney. So it was nice to get back to this and kind of get some hip-hop in my ears again and kind of clear out the mental palette of selfish, little whiny Disney princesses. Did I say that out loud? I get canceled for that? No, not on this channel. So, Nuwine and Mr. Solo. This came out, oh man, I think it's probably been out for a month, maybe even a month and a half. So, you may have heard it by now. If you haven't, it's well worth picking it up. It's a pretty good album. I gotta admit, when I first played it and let it run, that first song that came up, Respect and Honor, and it starts out with Nuwine and he does his thing, and then the beat changes a little. It gets a little more LA, I guess you would say, a little more West Coast, a little more. It's the stuff that back in the day. It really was. It was like, and then Mr. Solo came in, and I gotta say, I kind of choked up a little bit. I teared up because it was like, this is the last time we get to hear him. And he, right after the album was finished, he unexpectedly passed away, and so it was really crazy though. Just the timeline on this. There was like, the I don't even want to call it a beef. A tiff between Nuwine and Lecrae. Nuwine came out and said, they were trying to get Lecrae to feature on one of these songs, and he was going to do it, but then he didn't want to do it, and so yeah, there was just this, and then all of a sudden it's like Mr. Solo's gone, right? And so that first song, really, there's something. If you've been a fan of these guys. If you followed them at all, if you listened to Gospel Gangsters back in the day, you were a Grapetree fan back in the day, you've heard these guys. These are legends, really, truly legends in the CHH field. Right after I got saved, one of the first albums I picked up was one of the Music to Ride To Grapetree albums that had Nuwine. I want to say it was probably Bloody Fifth was on the album. And so, yeah, and then I picked up Gospel Gangsters probably right about the same time. So some of the first Christian hip-hop I was listening to after I got saved, there was a period of time right after I got saved that I didn't want to listen. I wasn't going to listen to Ice Cube and Tupac and those guys anymore because of the language and so on. But I didn't quite find, CHH artists. Yes, I didn't have that nifty little checklist or comparison list that they have in all the Christian bookstores that go, if you like this guy, listen to this guy. But I did find a Christian bookstore, which is hard to come by in Salt Lake City. Found one, and there were a couple albums, and it was these guys. I want to say it picked up, Unity Clan, stuff like that. But these two guys were two of the first Christian rappers that I listened to, and so to hear them together on an album right after Mr. Solo passed away, there's definitely some nostalgia going on there. So some really good beats and some stuff on here. Again, I'm a guy that I'll get so caught up in the beat that I'll miss the lyrics. And still, there's some of these. I listened to Kurt Kennedy's The Appendix for probably 5 months before I was really ready to give a good review of it, because I want to have lyrics in my head and know what the songs are about and stuff like that. I still don't think I'm 100% in this album, but there's some really good stuff. Again, Respect and Honor, jumping in on that, and I'm going to play a little clip of that, and I'm just going to kind of let you get in your ears that it's the first song on the album. When you pick it up, I probably shouldn't play this, because again, if you haven't heard this album yet, I want you to experience it. So I'm not going to play Respect and Honor. I'm going to grab another song and play for you. I'm going to play a video that they released right before the album dropped, the video for the second song, Daddy. Again, some really great beats going in here. The production in this album was it was great. It was really, really good. End Times is one of my favorite songs. I think last song in an album is always one that kind of sticks with me, because I have like music players that I play my stuff on. The ones that gets to the end of the album, if you hit play again, it doesn't. I play on Google Play, so it doesn't always go back to the beginning of the album. It'll just play the last song. So I'll be doing something and not be ready to get my phone out and actually go back to the first song in the album. So I'll just hit play again, and I'll get the last song on the album a few times. So like with the nice thing about what I like about the Google Play listening to stuff is it actually gives me the amount of times I've played a song on there. So like the first song, Respect and Honor, 37. There's a couple others, 37. Then there's 28, and then I get back down here to End Times, and that's like 43 times that I played. And this is on just this one player on the computer screen. So not, I've probably listened to this album through over the last month and a half, probably gotten through it about 50, maybe 60 times, listening through. And I still, again, sometimes lyrics just get so complex in what you're listening to, and the beat will get so distracting that I don't hear it. And that's my issue. And that's why sometimes it takes me a long time to get a review out, because I really want to go back and catch those songs. So, but one of the songs that I really, really liked is No Makeup. So I'm going to play this on here. I wish I knew who sang the hooks and stuff on here. It's not in the Google Play stuff. I should see if I can track that down. But whoever the female is in this song that plays the hooks, her voice just sticks with me. And maybe it's just the words and so on. So let me give you a little taste of No Makeup, track number 8 off of Problem Solved, Mr. Solo and Nuwine.
Hola, buenas noches, mi amor, ¿cómo estás? Solo pasaba por aquí para decirte que te extraño mucho y no dejo de pensar en ti.
Said he liked my face with no makeup on. Said he likes my face with no makeup on. And he likes my dress too. And he likes my dress too. Said he liked my face with no makeup on. Said he likes my face with no makeup on. And he likes my dress too. And he likes my dress too.
You got me feeling like a novice. It's some hot girls, but you the hottest. The truth that I'm trying to be modest. To me, you're nothing less than a goddess. Any situation that arises, you got my attention undivided. You got that inner beauty, can't hide it. You compliment what my vibe is. Comfort you will never hurt you. Not just your looks is your virtue. Your best dress, and I'm so impressed. I'm in a double breast in my church shoes. God bless the woman that birthed you. Cause to me, you dinner and dessert too. Not sundressing, your curves smooth. She walk my face, she don't twerk, fool. Standing still, she make the earth move. I feel it vibrating from the axle. You the line in the bait for the tackle. You the queen he created for the castle. He said that the law's for the lawless. I still see your beauty though regardless. And you can paint the picture like an artist. With no makeup on, you're still flawless.
Said he liked my face with no makeup on. Said he likes my face with no makeup on. And he likes my dress too. And he likes my dress too. Said he liked my face with no makeup on. Said he likes my face with no makeup on. And he likes my dress too. And he likes my dress too.
Coming from my travels, girl, you rubbing my back. Big Daddy don't know how to act. Them other girls used up and whack, but you ain't none of that, that's fact. Cause you my queen, you my friend, you my flesh, you my best. Helping your husband ease his stress, giving your all and nothing.
All right, so that's where I'm going to leave that off. Again, you want to hear the rest of the song? Go buy the album. Go spend some money. Support our brothers that are out here making music to entertain us. That's got, I mean, a lot of the gospel throughout this. A lot of, this is gospel gangsters. So, Mr. Solo is not going to miss an opportunity to get the gospel in the songs that he does. And Nuwine, same thing. So, really good album. Well worth the $10 you're going to spend on it. And support these brothers. I know a good portion of the proceeds from this album are going to go to help support Mr. Solo's family and so on. Now that he's passed and he's hanging out up there in heaven, waiting on the rest of us to get there. Spend some money to help support his family who are still here and trying to get through a really, really tough time. So, yeah, so there you go. Again, my soapbox that I get on all the time, a little bit of no makeup. I don't know that there were songs on here that are just like art songs that I'm going to go, well, I want to play them again. As I was reading off the playlist to you how many times, there are songs that I haven't listened to multiple times. I've heard them all a few times, but some I just wanted to hear more than others. Maybe because of just whether it's the beat and the distracting portion. See, here's the thing is when I'm doing reviews, the first little bit, when I'm listening to an album, I'm studying it. I'm studying. Now I get to actually go back and just listen and just be a fan and just go, and just kind of let it soak in. So that's kind of the cool thing about finishing these up is I get to just go back and go, But now I'm, for the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be studying Ishan and his new album. So, but I did want to play a little bit. They dropped a video for the second song, Daddy. And so we'll play a little bit of that, and I'll let you catch on. And this is, again, another one of the songs that was just that I really, really liked on this album. Again, probably my favorite is, and just because of, I think the nostalgia part, the two guys coming together and doing this is Respect and Honor, probably my favorite song. And then maybe because I've heard it so many times, End Times is probably my second favorite. But Daddy's probably number 3 on that list of favorite songs on the album. So here you go. This is the official video for Daddy from Mr. Solo, Nuwine.
4, 5, 3, 2, 1. Lord, you said you come, but you said outside of time. Feeling like I'm losing my mind. They say why? How you doing? I say fine. Bottom line, really try to hold it together. Keeping my focus, trying to do better. 10,000 square feet, 20,000 square feet. Ferraris, Rolls Royce, Lord. That ain't never helped me respect pretty women in that jet. Still, if there's a get, mama died, cut the check. Daddy died, I can't forget. I'm in love with the selfish, sick inside, dumb and helpless. I see the steak and potatoes, but you stay poor if you're thinking like a haters. Never be better than the people that you're with. You never be richer than the ones that you hang with. Many lack wisdom, Lord, can you give some long life? Well, can you pass to my grandsons?
Every day and through the night, you spin like a whirlwind in my mind. You told me you love me. You told me you love me. Every day and through the night, you spin like a whirlwind in my mind. You told me you love me. You told me you love me.
The devil is a liar, the Lord's desire is to open up their heart, but they open fire. What I wrote in the choir was hope inspired. I quote the Messiah to provoke the buyer. See the bones and I spoke like Jeremiah. Keep the cleaner for the chrome with the spokes and tires. Been but never broke what the folks admire. Got it all wrapped up like rope and wire. Johnny behind me, they grimy, telling me to get out. Now they wanna grope the driver. What's next? Seeing that I'm a suspect, changing up the subject, especially when they scope my priors. Drawing down on me like I pack heat. I'm a lamb, but they treat me like a black sheep. On my knees, heart racing like an athlete. And my son seen it all from the back seat. Proceeded to cuff and harass me. Face down the position that they had me. Try to resist, I blow your brains out gladly. To the murder rate, they was finna add me. Plant dope in a gun in a caddy. He caught back, they was finna blast me. And for real G, they probably would've killed me. But then they heard my son, he was screaming out, Dad, Dad, Dad.
Every day and through.
All right, so we're going to leave that right there. Again, you want to see all of it, well, you can go to YouTube and see the whole video, but go pick up this album. Go spend $10, buy an album. You'll love it. I hope you'll love it. I loved it. It was a good album, and nostalgic. If you're an old head, and you kind of came up on these guys in Christian hip hop, it really is. I mean, that I can't express enough. Just the first song, and just having all the stuff that went down, Mr. Solo passing away, and so on. Just that, to have him come up in that song and go, man. It was probably like listening. Literally, I think I was more impacted listening to this and hearing him come in on that first song than the first time I popped in a Tupac album after he was killed, or Biggie, or anything. Anytime any of these guys, you hear them again, and there's just like this, they're gone. And with some of those guys, I don't know where Tupac stood with the Lord or Biggie or any of those dudes, but I know I get to see Solo again, right? And so, I don't know, there's something there, but go pick up this album. It was really, really good. Well worth the time to and the money to spend to support these guys. I would love to see, some more of the guys from Grape Tree coming back and doing some stuff. After listening to this, I went back and pulled up some of my old stuff, listening to True to Society, and I'm trying to think, Prime Minister, Antonius, a bunch of guys. There's so many really talented people that came up, and this album it made me want to go back and listen to that. So I really hope to see Nuwine do some more stuff after this. To see, Chili Baby was featured on one of these songs. I'd love to see. I don't know if you'll ever get a Gospel Gangsters lineup without Solo, but to see them do something new. Maybe Chili and Nuwine connect, and again, I don't know that they'd ever call it Gospel Gangsters or anything like that, but to have, another group like that to come up and just have some really hard-hitting, real stuff wrapped up in the gospel. So go pick it up. Nuwine, Mr. Solo, Problem Solved is the name of the album. You can get it at Google Play. Amazon. I could not find it on Bandcamp, but it may be there now. So, check it out wherever you buy your music. You can probably pick up this album. $10 is what I spent on it. I think it was like $9.49, something like that. A couple of cups of coffee that we buy during the week, well worth it. And supporting our brothers who are out there making really good Christian hip hop, and these guys take you back. They really do take you back to the day. So hope you enjoyed this. Hope you found it helpful. Please go out and buy their album. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification button. Get everything that I do all through the Evangelical Norm YouTube channel. If you're listening online, Google Play or iTunes, leave a 5-star review. If you feel like it, if you like what I'm doing, I don't want you to lie. But love to get some reviews and get some new, invite people. If you know people that like this kind of stuff, invite them to come over and subscribe to the YouTube channel and be part of what I'm doing here. So, as always, preach the gospel at all times. Use words. They're necessary. Until next time, Soli Deo Gloria.